I'm Lacey. I am Haley's mom. We have been patients of Dr. Inslee here at Legends Dental for about 5 years.
Hello, I'm Haley and I am 15 years old.
Haley has had the treatment that grows her top plate in her mouth and extends her jaws.
I am coming to Legends Dental to get my jaw expanded to have room for more teeth.
She has quite a few extra teeth in her mouth, and instead of pulling them, we wanted to try to give them an opportunity to expand in her very small mouth and help with her breathing. Before Haley's treatment with Dr. Inslee, we had actually seen an orthodontist and a couple of oral surgeons. The oral surgeon had already surgically removed a couple of teeth, and the orthodontist was actually recommending that we go through and surgically remove several more teeth. But before we did that, we wanted to understand exactly how that was going to change the profile of her mouth and her jaw, because movement to her jaw was going to make a lot of difference, and we wanted to make sure that we knew exactly how taking those teeth out was going to affect any of that. And so we came to Dr. Inslee for a second opinion. And when we spoke with him, he said that we didn't need to take those teeth out, that we could actually grow her mouth to accept those teeth, to allow those teeth to have a place to go. And his procedure just made so much more sense. He took great care to show us exactly what the procedure would be. It was going to be non-invasive, whereas pulling extra teeth before we could do braces, things like that, was going to be extremely invasive. The steps really have not been very difficult. The first step started with taking pictures of Haley's mouth, both x-rays and just getting some medical history, things like that. Dr. Inslee took an appliance that they use and he inserted it into the top part of her mouth. It's really just a retainer, but it pushes on a nerve that's in the roof of her mouth, and that was a semi-permanent installation on her teeth for several months until he saw the growth that he wanted to see, and we would come in about once a month for him to check that growth.
The first phase was kind of a little scary because I had never had any metal appliances in my mouth. It helped me to be able to sleep better. I used to have to sleep with a CPAP and had sleep apnea, but after I started getting treatment, I didn't need it anymore. And I started breathing a lot better and being able to eat better.
And then once her mouth achieved the growth that he was expecting to see, then that retainer was removed and he went back in with braces. At the same time that the retainer was put on the top, he also put spacers to kind of help move the bottom jaw a little bit. The growth that she had occurred so much quicker than we expected it to happen, and her face is so much different. It's just been amazing.
I noticed that my face looks a lot different. I kind of had just a little button nose and didn't really have much cheekbones. So I had a really small face, and after I got the appliance, it opened my face up and made it bigger, so I now have cheekbones and not a button nose.
When he saw the kind of movement that her face was getting, he was ecstatic, and we've just been blown away by how much her face has changed. She used to have a very, very flat face, and the only difference you could see was her little button nose. And her little button nose is still there, but her smile is so prominent now, and she has cheekbones, and she sleeps better. Since the treatment, I think Haley's come out of her shell a little bit. Haley's always been a little shy, a little reserved, but I have to say the fact that she has this amazing smile now, and you look at her and you talk to her and you see that smile jump out, she just lights up a room. And people talk to her about her smile. People tell her how amazing her smile is, and that just makes her smile even bigger. I recommend Legends Dental to anybody that I know needs orthodontic work or dental work because of Dr. Inslee and the staff. I wouldn't go anywhere else.
I would recommend any friend or family member to come here. It's amazing.